Hello, I'm David from Eden Motor Group, and you join me on this wonderful British day for the brand new and much improved MG ZS EV. So, to get out the rain, let's do this. Yes, boss. No problem, boss. I'll film. Rain, wind or shine, not a problem. I'm down with it. I'm an idiot. So here we are on what can only be described as the wettest day of the year. Don't let my rather beautifully masked face of rain fool you. This car has made some serious improvements over the previous version that I tested a few months ago. The ZS has been a hit so far, which is quite understandable, but this new version I feel is going to be even more so. The car comes with a numerous amount of improvements, and that also doesn't include the price, which has only gone up by a tad. We'll discuss that later on. But the car has gone from a 3-star to a 5-star Euro NCAP rating, which is incredible considering those Euro NCAP ratings are getting harder and harder every year. I'm gonna have to remove these, I do apologise. Front occupancy has been improved by a massive 19%, and child occupancy a huge 34%. Absolutely incredible. But perhaps more impressive than that is the on-the-road and active safety systems that have been embedded into this vehicle. That has improved by 41%, a category that was missing from Euro NCAP, I think only about 5 years ago, is now such an integral part of their safety checks. And so this car has come up to par with some of the best. Let's start off with the restyling, shall we? We've got that Mercedes-esque front grille that's been added, something that looks kind of similar to the Kona actually as well. That grille houses that new MG badge too, which is bigger and more prominent, and it kind of fits it. As MG have become more and more popular, as their cars have become better and better, why not show off your brand? The new body and light cluster are gonna help the aero of the car, which is always good news in an EV. And of course those changes are brought over to the petrol versions as well, making it look a little bit more modern. Although I have to say, with this grille, the EV in particular looks gorgeous. The biggest thing with that new aero is it's going to help the new battery system even more than the previous version. The other thing that's improved is the interior quality. Not that it was poor before, mind you. It's the steering wheel in particular feels lovely in the hands. You've got this carbon-esque dashboard in this particular version, which is the Trophy Connect. But the biggest improvement to the interior is the plastics and the rubber. Rather than having those hard plastics of yonderyear, even the dashboard in front of you has got this soft rubberized texture. It looks near identical to leather, but when you touch it, you can feel it's this printed rubber, and it is genuinely nice to behold. It means that when you accidentally brush on something or touch something down here, wherever it may be, you've got that quality feel. Now, being new means that it's going to have a stream of new features, so I apologize if I dump all of this information on you at once, but there's a lot to cover. The standard car, which is the SE, and that's the basic car. Basic. Just remember that word. Basic car comes with a colour 10-inch touchscreen display, a digital gauge cluster, high beam assist, automatic air conditioning, vehicle to load charging, which is really cool. It means you can plug something in and then charge something through there, like if you go camping or whatever. Really cool little feature actually. Comes with a 360 camera, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, sat nav, smartphone control features, and of course the best feature, no gears, no gearbox in the EV, so everything is beautifully smooth. And of course, because it is an EV and because it's got no gears, that makes it much more simple for the radar guided cruise control, which comes in completely standard. I've just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. We'll let this learner do some parking. I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I do look like a drowned rat. The one to gun for though certainly is the Trophy, which is what we're in today. That one adds a 6-speaker sound system, blind spot monitoring as well, auto wipers, a panoramic roof, which is an awesome thing to have in any car, a wireless phone charger and electric leatherette heated seats. So you get all of the toys. Fantastic. But don't worry too much if the budget doesn't stretch to the top of the range one, because they all come with the same 156 PS long range 72.6 kilowatt hour electric motor battery combination. This gives a beefy 280 Newton meters of torque, which means when I put my foot down, inevitably we go, and we need to slow down. Oh, I never get bored of electric cars' torque. But this one feels particularly meaty. Now the car has got an average range of 273 miles. This one in particular only pretty much does motorway journeys, as it's owned by the manager of the MG branch in Swindon. And even though it's at 65 miles of range, it's got 153 showing on the clock. So I believe what they say. But the really cool thing about that 273 miles of range is that I could go to work and back again every single day for a week. And my journey is above the average consumer. My journey to work is 15 miles there, 15 miles back, 30 miles in a day is over the average. And then on the weekend, decide to go to Bristol to go and buy myself something exciting, and then come back again. And still have 10 miles or so left to pop to the shops. Charging the car is fairly simple. You can charge it on a 100 kilowatt hour rapid charger, and that means it will go from 10 to 80% in just 41 minutes. 41 minutes, 10 to 80. You have another rough 220 miles worth of range in 40 minutes. The car starts around £30,000, which again is utterly insane. 273 miles of range. Okay, fine. Let's assume you do nothing but motorway driving and you get around 180 to 200 miles of range out of the car. For an EV on the motorway, that's incredible. Considering how fast you can charge it up, how many chargers are poking up in and around everywhere these days. Somewhere around 700 to 1,000 chargers have been added in the UK a month. This car makes a lot of sense. And you get a lot of room, and it's a nice place to be. So the real question is, what does it feel like to drive? Well, the closest I can get for you guys to have a test drive is by once again strapping the camera to my face and everybody on the road giving me rather strange looks. So let's spin the camera around and get it done. And once again, I am so unbelievably happy because we've got a panoramic roof. It means that I can strap the camera to the roof instead of to my face, and I get a lot less weird looks. So let's get on the road. I have been properly looking forward to showing you this ZS EV. Well, the first thing, of course, that I need to show you is the acceleration. So we're doing 10 miles an hour right now, and I'm just going to put my foot down. So 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. And that's 20, 30, 40, and we need to slow down. What an exciting car to drive, especially when you're not expecting it. You pull up at a set of lights in this bad boy, and I swear this can outdo an S4. Oh, what an exciting time. The car floats you from corner to corner, and I don't mean in a bad way. You're not leaning over onto your door handles or feeling like you're out of control. There is a lot of sharp movement in the car, as you can see. But again, super comfortable, great way for the car to handle, a great balanced way for the car to handle, I should say. Now we're going over a very, very wet road right now, as you can probably see. I've got the back window slightly open, so I've got some airflow in here as well. And of course, the car is making all of the noises that it would normally make. But still, we've got that really surprisingly quiet and comfortable drive. It does make for a car that feels like it's quality. And you've got the screen that's over here, which you can obviously use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay with as well. But if you want to, you can just reach over. You barely have to let go of the steering wheel to be able to touch anything on it. Good design. But let's face it, the best way to come and experience this car is to come and drive it yourself. So that's everything you need to know about the MG ZS EV. Any questions or queries, don't forget you can give us a ring on the number on screen right now. Or of course, you can always send us an email. And right now, I think it's probably a good idea to go into the showroom and warm up because I can't feel my hands. They are actually blue. But don't forget to hit subscribe as well. Oh dear.